Hi guys, if you're watching this video, I want to congratulate you. That means that you have probably had a conversation with somebody, me or somebody I know, or you've expressed some interest that made you go search online for some more information about essential oils. So I'm going to break down just a very quick bit of information for you, give you some recommendations. I'm going to show you what I like to use, and I'm going to share the 12 oils that I think that every house should have. So I'm going to bust some myths. I'm going to give you some real, very just a little bit of education so that you can start your journey. But I want to introduce myself first. My name is Soraya Goddard. I've been using essential oils for about 3 years now, and it has made a significant impact on my health in a positive way. I have far less stress in my life. My skin looks better than ever, better than it ever did, and I will be 40 in a couple months. I get better sleep. After my workouts, which I love to work out, I have lots of tools that are really healthy for me to relieve muscle soreness and things like that. I clean my house with essential oils, and it's never been cleaner. My immune system is healthier than it's ever been. I could go on and on and on in the ways that it has positively impacted my life, but ultimately what all of those things do for me is they give me the tools in my house to deal with things that come up in my life. So if I'm not feeling my best, or if I need a little bit more support, or if I feel like I'm coming down with something, I have tools in my house that are really, really healthy for me, my husband, my family, so that we can proactively get after those things and support when we may not be feeling our optimal best. And so I get really passionate about it. I had no idea that these were even out there a couple years ago. I had heard of essential oils, but I had never really given them any thought. I saw a couple in no joke, I actually found some on the TJ Maxx clearance aisle. I didn't really know what they were or what I was doing, but they were on sale, so I grabbed a couple. I tried using them, and I didn't really get many results from them, so I just kind of chucked them in the corner, and that's where they sat until a friend of mine reached out to me and said, hey, I've got some oils that I think you should try. They've been working for me to give me hormone support. Maybe you should try them as well. And I was in a place in my life where I desperately needed hormone support. My energy was down. My skin it just didn't look great. I wasn't sleeping well. Whole host of hormonal issues. And so I was all ears. She said hormone support, and I was in. I had no idea what I was doing. I grabbed a premium starter kit, and I didn't look back. Little did I know that not only buying that starter kit would be one of the best decisions I've ever made for my health, but also would lead me to an entire community of just amazing people that have similar values. I'll tell you, some of the people that I've met through purchasing this starter kit have become my best friends, which is really strange to think. Anyways, there are so many more benefits than just what comes with the oil. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. That's kind of how I got started a couple years ago. They have absolutely revolutionized my health. What I love about essential oils is that they give me the tools within my own home to grab things that are healthy for me. So instead of running to a drugstore or trying to pop a pill or something like that may not be super healthy, I have more natural ways to support my body. I can support my immune system. I can support healthy hormones. I can make my skin look amazing. I can get great, deep, restful sleep. My husband can support his own health and reproductive health and energy levels. We both work out a lot, so we support our sore muscles and deal with kind of aches and pains and things that pop up, all with really healthy plant material that is so, so good for you. So let me just tell you a little bit about what essential oils are. Essential oils are really the inner immune system of different plants. And so the actual oils are not fatty in the way like a coconut oil would be, or a canola oil or something like that, right? It's not that type of an oil. It's more like just a normal liquid, but it's called an essential oil because it has been for years. And so what happens is farmers will grow these plants, and then they will harvest them in some way and distill them like you might have done in a high school or a college science class. They will steam it and then collect the condensed liquid on the other side, or they might press the rind of a fruit and get them out that way. So I don't, if you've ever baked or used the zest of a citrus like a lemon or an orange, then you know that you've smelled an essential oil. Essential oils can come from rinds, they can come from barks, saps of trees, flowers, bushes, all that kind of stuff. And so ultimately it's plant material that works really well with our human body. Our body works extremely well with it. So that's what an essential oil is. But more importantly, what it does is it supports your body systems. So there's oils that are really good for emotional support, for physical support, all sorts of different things. And each of our bodies are a little bit different in the way that we react to them. But typically we've got some oils that are kind of the basics that everybody uses for similar things. So I'm gonna run you through the 3 types of ways that you can use essential oils, how you can use them in your home, and then 12 of the most popular oils that I use all the time. And if that sounds at all interesting to you guys, then you can let me know and I can help you get your hands on some of those. Okay, so 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is to inhale them aromatically. And so a great example of that would be to use an essential oil diffuser. So when this is plugged in, this diffuser, this top comes off like that, is really cool. It's got a little reservoir and you put water in there and an essential oil in there. It plugs in and basically it mists out of the top of this amazing, gorgeous diffuser and you can inhale it. So if you've ever been to a really nice spa, if you've been maybe to someone's home who had an essential oil diffuser, you know how amazing and relaxing that can be, especially after a long day. So inhaling an oil aromatically would be one way. You can also just inhale it straight from a bottle. So this is an essential oil bottle and you can just inhale it. It's fantastic. So aromatically is number 1. The second way is topically. So you can actually put an essential oil just straight onto your skin. Now this is a citrus blend that I've got in my hand and I'll explain what this is in just a minute. There are some that you need to be cautious of because they will make your skin photosensitive. So I want to make sure that you are safe. And safety is a big thing for me. So I'll kind of share with you some of my tips and tricks. But all citrus oils put you at risk for being a little more photosensitive than normal. And so even if you don't typically burn, it's really smart that if you're gonna put citrus oils on your face, your neck or something like that, that you always wear sunscreen and make sure you stay out of direct sunlight. So that's just a safety precaution. Otherwise, oils are great to apply topically. Absolutely fantastic. I put oils on my face, really all over my body all the time, but a lot of them on my face to help with just making sure that my skin is as youthful and glowing as humanly possible. The third way that you can use essential oils is one that has been used for thousands and thousands of years, and that is internally, ingesting essential oils. If you've ever had a candy cane, then you've probably had a very low grade form of peppermint oil, like a very kind of cheap form of peppermint essential oil, a food grade quality, right? So this is not something that is outrageously crazy or unsafe or any of that you might read online. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, then you certainly don't have to ingest them. I prefer to, and I think that there are some great health benefits from it, but that's up to you and you can make your own call. Nobody is ever gonna force you to do that. So if you do like ingesting oils though, there are oils that can support your digestive system. There are oils that can support your mood, your immune system, all sorts of amazing things. So that's the 3 ways. Again, aromatically, topically, and internally. Those are the 3 ways that you can use essential oils. So let's talk about safety though. Safety is really important to understand. So I do not recommend using any kind of essential oils. My first oils that I grabbed were at the sale rack at TJ Maxx. How many of you guys have done that or seen them, or maybe you've seen some at Target or Walmart? These are all really cool stores that I love shopping at, but I would never, ever, ever, ever recommend that you get oils from any place like that. And here's why. I had to learn this. I did not understand this. So when you take an essential oil and you put it on your skin or you inhale it, that oil actually enters your body, okay? So it doesn't just disappear, it actually soaks into your skin. Your skin is kind of like a sponge and it lets things in through your pores. So that essential oil is going to go through your skin and enter your bloodstream, okay? Similarly, when you inhale an oil, it's going to go through your nose and it's actually going to pass your blood-brain barrier, all that good stuff, and soak into your bloodstream, even just smelling it, okay? So really, really powerful to understand that. So if you understand that these essential oils are going to end up in your bloodstream, you wouldn't want anything to compromise those oils, because it's basically like you wouldn't want anything to compromise your food, right? You wouldn't want pesticides and terrible diluted chemicals in your food. And you also wouldn't want them in your essential oils, because two reasons. Number one, that's going to disrupt your hormones. It's going to cause negative effects to your body. But number two, no one should have to ingest any of that. You're going to miss out on the good properties of a pure essential oil. When you really have a good oil, there is nothing like it. And so how do I know and where do I go to get really good quality oils? Well, I've done a bunch of research, and there is only one company that I trust, and that company is called Young Living. And so I don't care whether you particularly like them or not. Here's what I have come to understand, is that they're the only company in the world that owns their own farms and partners with their own farms to make sure that everything that they grow, everything that they harvest is of the utmost highest standard. They have a program called the Seed to Seal program. So if you can imagine for a second that all of the plants that turn into these oils started somewhere as a seed, okay? They started as a seed, either a tree or a fruit or a flower or something like that. They started as a seed. And eventually they grow up into a plant that gets harvested and distilled and then put into this lovely bottle. A label's put onto it, and then it is shipped to your door. So it's called the Seed to Seal program, because from the moment that the seed is picked out to the moment that the seal is put on this bottle and it is shipped to your home, everything goes under the most rigorous care standards to make sure that it is extremely high quality, that nothing ever goes into it that shouldn't be plant material. So no pesticides, no crazy additives, no fillers. Common practices for other companies are that they're diluted with either water or alcohols or terrible chemicals like there's just some crazy stuff out there. You don't want any part of that, right? Because remember, we said that these oils are going to soak into your skin and get into your bloodstream. So it's really important that they're the highest quality. So safety, absolute best company on the planet, Young Living. I have personally been to some of the farms. Some of you may have had the opportunity to go to them as well, and you can meet the farmers. You can understand the care and the love that is put into these products. You cannot get better quality. And so therefore, they're going to deliver a punch when it comes to supporting your health, which is really amazing. So like I said, I've done a lot of research on different companies. This is where I've landed on, and so I share with everybody that I possibly can how amazing and fantastic these oils have treated me, my family, and my friends, and I wish the same for you if that's what you want. So let's talk about 12 of the most popular essential oils that I think everybody should have in their home. So we talked about the essential oil diffuser. I'll give you one more look because this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. You can't really see that, but it's got a beautiful Moroccan pattern, like a trellis pattern on it, and it lights up. This has a setting, this is called the Desert Mist Diffuser. It has a setting where it can diffuse for 3 hours or 10 hours straight, your choice. And it also has 11 different light colors. So there's a candle flicker, there's a bright white light, and then every color of the rainbow. It's fantastic. This is my favorite diffuser. I have a couple of them. I have one at work, one at home, one in my bedroom. They're just fantastic. So let's start with some of the classics, some of the oils that you may have heard of or even maybe tried before. Peppermint is a great one. Peppermint is one that I like to use on the back of my neck to cool down after exercise. It is fantastic. It is invigorating. It is also great to diffuse, particularly in the summer. Well, actually all year round, because in the winter you can add it to some other things and make your house smell like Christmas. So this is just a great one. Peppermint is fantastic. The next one is lavender. If you are in need of restful sleep, and maybe you've tried a different lavender from another company before, I promise you this one will knock your socks off. One of my best girlfriends, when she was 9 months pregnant, a couple weeks from delivering, she was having a really hard time sleeping. She was able to rub peppermint all over her belly, the back of her neck, and a couple drops on her pillow, and she said that this was a savior for her, and it changed the last couple of weeks of her pregnancy. So this is a great one for relaxation and sleep. Another one, the one that I was putting on my wrist before, this is called Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh, and this is a vitality oil, so this one is specifically made for ingesting. This one is a blend of a couple different citrus oils as well as a little tiny hint of spearmint. And so this one is really good for your digestive system. Fantastic for your digestive system. And that's really important because your digestive system is it's basically the core of all of your health. It's where you get your immune support. It's where you get your hormone support. If your digestive system is running well, everything in your body is running well. Your skin gets better, your sleep gets better, your energy gets better, all of that. So this is a great one. I like to put this in a little bit of warm water or even cold water, to be honest, or in a cup of hot tea. So that's a fantastic one. Next one is one of my all-time favorite oils. I do not go anywhere without this one. This one is frankincense. You might have heard of this, but many people don't really know what frankincense is all about. It's been prized as a really, really powerful and expensive oil for thousands of years. You might have heard of it from the Bible. I'm gonna smell it because it's so amazing. Frankincense is fantastic for your skin. It's also really good for immune and wellness support. This is one that's often used for grounding. So if you like meditation or yoga or prayer or anything like that, this is also a great companion. The next one is our best-selling oil. This is a blend called Thieves, and Thieves has properties in it that are great for purifying and cleaning your home. This blend is also fantastic to diffuse, purify the air, make sure that everyone who might not be feeling well is feeling their best. This is the oil that you want when you got some sniffles and some coughs going on in your house, or maybe your kids are in school all day and they're bringing cruddy stuff home. This is the oil that you want going on in your diffuser. It's also so great at cleaning that it is the basis of a whole home cleaning line, and I'll get to that in just a quick second. The next one is one of my favorites. It's called Panaway. And this one, if you work out or you do any kind of physical labor where you might get sore muscles or joints or anything like that, this one is a godsend. So I put a little bit on my hand and I rub it on my neck or anywhere where I have soreness. I also use this with some Epsom salts in a bath as either a regular bath soak or a foot soak. It is fantastic. My husband is a weightlifting coach and he uses this all the time. Next one is another classic, but in a way that you probably have not yet experienced. This is lemon, the purest lemon oil that you can possibly find. It is fantastic for all sorts of things. It's great to diffuse. It's also great as a degreaser. It's like nature's goof off. It's fantastic to have around the house. The next one, this is not one that you would want to put in your diffuser because it smells very herbaceous. This is called Digest. This is a blend that's specifically formulated for you and healthy digestion, okay? So a couple ways to take this. You can take this in a capsule, like a little clear vegetable capsule, almost like a pill. You can put some in a glass of milk or water, or you can just, if you're hardcore, you can just drop a little bit underneath your tongue. And this is all the best herbs or the essential oils of herbs that have traditionally for years been thought of as helpful for your digestion. So we're talking anise, fennel, ginger, tarragon, thyme, things like that. Fantastic, fantastic blend. I have lots of food sensitivities, particularly a gluten sensitivity, and so I carry this in my purse everywhere. So if you ever don't feel good, or maybe you just feel a little bit bloated at the end of a meal, it is great to either ingest some of this or maybe rub some on the outside of your stomach. Next one is such a good one. I'm going to show you this one. So this one is called Raven, and Raven oil is fantastic. It's like nature's Vicks Vapor Rub. I like to take a little bit when my chest is congested, take a little bit in my palm and just rub it all over my neck and chest. It's also really good before and after exercise to support your respiratory system. Fantastic in the winter. You definitely want this, especially if your kids bring home the sniffles. Great to have on hand. Okay, I'm going to share with you three. I kind of saved, they're all great, but I saved some of my favorites for last. Many of you are in a place in your life where you have a lot of stress going on. How many of you guys are like that? Nobody has stress, right? Stress can be a killer. Actually, literally, it can kill you. So having emotional support for stress and having some tools in your pocket that you can kind of take out any moment in the day to relieve some stress is really, really important. So I'm gonna share with you 3 different oils that I use to keep my mental sanity in check when things are just like crazy, right? When things are just going crazy in your life. And so number 1 is a blend called Peace and Calming, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It brings you just kind of a sigh of relief. It's an incredible smell to diffuse in your house, or you can take a little bit and rub it on the back of your neck. I also like to just wear this as my perfume for the day, and it's a scent that is pleasant, and people will be asking you all day what you're wearing. It's fantastic. So Peace and Calming is amazing. The next one is called Stress Away. And this one, again, does exactly what it sounds like. It relieves stress. This one to me smells like a Jamaican vacation. Some people think that it smells a little bit like margaritas. I don't know, but it is incredible. So this is one, again, that you would want diffusing in your home when things maybe aren't going your way, or you just have a little bit of tension that you need to relieve. You just want to be transported away to some tropical island at the end of the day, and maybe you're in the, cold somewhere else. Put this in your diffuser and you will be transported. Your stress will melt away. It's fantastic. And the last one is one of my all-time favorites. This is an oil called Valor. And Valor is for maybe just that time when you don't feel like it, right? You just can't, or you can't even, or things just, you need a little bit of like a push or some bravery, anything, just some support for your emotions, right? This is a great one. This is another one that I like to wear as a perfume. It is fantastic in the diffuser as well. I put a little bit on my wrists and I inhale it, and I keep this bottle with me all the time. Oh, so good. It's also really helpful under your feet right before you go to bed. Just trust me on that. When you grab your kit, you're gonna wanna put this underneath your big toe before you go to bed. So those are the 12 oils that I think that every household should have. If you can see that those are basically one of everything, right? You've got stuff for physical support, you've got stuff for emotional support, you've got stuff for digestive support, you've got stuff for skin, mood, everything. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop with all the best things, all the greatest hits in one. But in this amazing premium starter kit that I jumped in with when I first started using essential oils, that starter kit is going to have all of those 12 oils. It's also going to have this amazing diffuser. Remember, it can go for either 3 hours or 10 hours, depending on what setting you put it on. But it's also gonna come with a couple extra goodies, some really, really amazing goodies. So remember how I told you I like to use some of those oils as perfumes? You're gonna get 2 of these little roller fitments, and what these are is they're little roller bottle tops that snap on the top of these bottles. And so you can turn your Peace and Calming and your Stress Away or your Valor or your frankincense into little perfume rollers that you can take with you on the go. Fantastic. They are amazing, and you'd get 2 of them. I don't know if you can see those on my hand, but you're gonna get 2 of them. You're also, set this down here, you're also gonna get a Thieves waterless hand purifier. So these little bottles are, I don't know if you can see that, there you go. These little bottles are incredible. I have these everywhere in my house. So most traditional hand purifiers or hand sanitizers have terrible chemicals in them. Triclosan, that has now been banned by the FDA and people are phasing out, but some really, really terrible stuff. Benzenes, hormone disruptors, just stuff that you don't want. This is going to use the power of essential oils, and it's in a really convenient little package to make sure that you stay healthy. So this is great. Throw one in the kid's backpack, throw one in your purse, have a couple in the car. You're gonna get one to start off with as well. And save the best for last. Remember how I said that we have a blend called Thieves that is the basis of a home cleaning line, right? So that's the essential oil that's in the hand purifier. It's also the essential oil that you're gonna get a sample of. It's our Thieves household cleaner. Now this household cleaner is a crazy, concentrated, amazing all-purpose cleaner that I have now used for 3 years straight to clean everything. Trust me, just try it. You will be blown away. Yes, it cleans better than your traditional, whatever you can get at the store. It is healthier for you, and you won't have to worry if your kids or your dog or whatever, gets into your stuff, because it's not toxic. It is not harmful. Your kid won't end up in the emergency room. Just flush a little water out and he or she will be fine. So what a breath of relief, like just a sigh of relief for people who want to transition to a healthier way of living. without harmful chemicals in their house. So this little packet right here, you rip the top off and you can get a glass bottle like this, and you can put, this will make 2 of these glass spray bottles. So this will make 2 16-ounce spray bottles with just this little packet, and you're gonna get some of this. So it's like 3 to 6 months of healthy cleaning in your kit as well. This, if you really want a heavy degreaser, you can put the whole packet in there for, I mean, incredibly tough stains and things like that. So, but I do half of this packet in here. It'll last you a while. It's great on basically every surface. This is the only cleaner that I use on absolutely everything, good for wood floors, you name it. So you're gonna get that as well. So just to recap, the best way to get started with essential oils is with this premium starter kit. You get the 12 oils, you get your diffuser of choice, which I highly recommend this, the Desert Mist diffuser. You're gonna get the 2 roller fitments to turn 2 of your favorite oils into perfumes or roller bottles. You're gonna get a sample of the Thieves Household Cleaner, which is gonna be 3 to 6 months of a healthy household cleaner. You're gonna get also the hand purifier, which is amazing to stay healthy. And there's a couple things that you're not, I mean, quite frankly, nobody else can provide, right? So you're gonna get access to online support and in-person support. So if you happen to live near me, then you will definitely get in-person support. But if not, we have a great online community from people all around the world who are lovers of natural health and wellness, and they love sharing how they're using their oils, how they're using their healthy stuff, just things that they're doing. It is just a phenomenal online community. So you're gonna get access to that and a whole team of people that are ready to help you. You're also gonna get the ability to meet up with us in person. We'll cover all that once you dive in. There are so many benefits. You're gonna get online resources and guides and tips and all sorts of fun things. PDFs galore that will teach you diffuser recipes and how to use your oils and all of that. And then if you enroll with me, if you get your starter kit through me, I personally always ship out a lovely little welcome packet with a book, this little book or something like this, that shows you how to use your oils so you'll never be confused on how to use them. It's gonna give you different recipes. It's gonna show you what you can use for female support for hormones, male support for hormones, what you can use for stress, what you can use for kids, how to use oils around kids. It's gonna give all of that right in one little book. And this book is amazing, and I personally send this to you when you sign up with me. So that is fantastic. I love this book to death. So you definitely wanna get your hands on that. And that is just my way of thanking you for jumping in. And I wanna get you started the right way, because if you are interested in essential oils and you want to get started, you're probably looking for something specific. You're either looking to be as healthy as you possibly can, or you have something going on that you need support for. So we want to make sure that you have the tools to address those things in your life going on that you need help with. Okay guys, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, email me, or get in contact with me somehow, and I would love to help you get started. So that's it. Thank you so much.